Hello there, hyperdrivers. Welcome back to the channel. Today in the house, I have the Ahsoka Tano Black Series Force Effects Elite Lightsaber from Hasbro. I'm so excited to have this in the house. It's been a while since I've done a lightsaber unboxing, so I'm pretty hyped. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna unbox it. I'm gonna show you all the contents that come with it. I'm gonna talk to you about the lightsaber, show you what the light up features look like and how does that compare, if that looks pretty good. Also, we're gonna take a look at the sound and see how it compares to the TV show to see if that all sounds the same. And as an added bonus, we're going to be taking a look at this one compared to the legacy lightsabers for Ahsoka Tano that you can get at Galaxy's Edge and see which one measures up, which one is the better buy. All of that and more. That's what we're going to be doing today. Let's get to it. All right, guys, so what we got in the house here is the similar style box to the Force Effects Elite line from Black Series. This is the fourth one to be released. They've also done a Kylo Ren, a Emperor Palpatine, and a Darth Revan lightsaber so far. So the new style has this kind of angle way to the look, and it's got a pretty nice design color there. I like the blue on the front. I think that looks pretty cool. And you got Ahsoka Tano's picture there on the back. It shows you what it comes with. So it looks like you get a display stand with it. You also get the crystal over here. And then it shows you that it can change to the color green, which is very similar to what you get with the one from Galaxy's Edge. But this one here is gonna have a couple more features that the other one doesn't have. So let's get it out of the box and see what comes with it. All right, so I got everything out of the box already. I just wanted to show you guys real quick what the box looks like. So you have this cardboard style design for the box holder. The blade stand comes wrapped in like tissue paper. Everything else is kind of just sitting in place. Previous ones that I've received had like a plastic cover that covered it. This one has like these really tough ropes that tie down in the back and you just untie them and then everything comes out. All right, here it is. This is what we came for, the Ahsoka Tano lightsaber, which looks pretty freaking good just from the overall look of it. I need to look at the ones from Galaxy's Edge to tell you all the differences that I see with it. I think there's some subtle differences between this one and the one from Galaxy's Edge, but we'll take a look at that in a few. Still a very good looking lightsaber. Has a nice light feel to it. Got an aluminum finish, so that's cool. All right, so this lightsaber costs $250, about $249 at Hasbro Pulse, and you can get it for right about $225 at GameStop or you know, at Big Bad Toy Store. I think it sells it for the same. Not really certain. You got the lightsaber blade that comes with it. This is really cool. It was introduced with the Darth Revan lightsaber that was released. You get a crystal holder, which is cool, and you can pop it in the lightsaber and it should change colors depending on what you want. And then you get a lightsaber stand that comes with this holder here. You slide that in like that, and then you can put your lightsaber in place like that. So, you know, gives it a nice little display value to it, which is cool. So let's see what kind of batteries this thing takes. It's like it's got the same unscrew cap at the back, similar to what you get with the Galaxy's Edge lightsaber. Unlike the Galaxy's Edge sabers, this one here looks like it takes 3 AA batteries, where the one from Galaxy's Edge takes 3 AAA batteries. So I'm hoping that means more power. I'm not really certain if that means more power, but I'm thinking bigger batteries, more power. Maybe louder sound is what I'm looking for. So anyway, let's got some new batteries right here. Let's pop them in. Okay, so that pops in like that, and this goes in this way. All right, and that closes up like this. You also get a key from the looks of it. This will key in this way, and then it unscrews the blade holder. That's cool. Different than the other one. The Galaxy's Edge saber kind of just slides right into place. So that pops out. And I guess we'll start off with the crystal first. I'll show you guys what the crystal does. I like these features. So this slides in this way. Let's see. It's got like one way to go. Okay, there you go. And then slide that back into place. This is a lot of work for the to see the crystal change color though. You just power it on. Okay, that's not the power button. Let's consult the instructions. Okay, so you gotta, I forgot to reach in and tighten it down. And you don't really need to put the cap back in place if you want to take and light it up, but I don't know if you heard that, but then you can see that the light changes blue, all right? And then you press this button and this button together and it should change the color. There it goes to green. Oh. Okay, let's see what else we do. All right, there you go. You see it changes to yellow. Oh, cool. So you get like 3 color changes. Doesn't always want to work though. It should be able to be pulled out now. And you can see that it's now blue. So that's cool. All right. And then if you change the color. Yeah, it doesn't always want to respond to color changing. Okay. All right, you can see now it's yellow. So cool. And let's see what else we got. All right, now you got green. And then it holds the color for a little bit. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's see what the lightsaber effect's like. See how that sounds and the color choices. All right, so that slides right in. And then you put this blade holder down on top like that. And you just screw it down. All right. Let's kill some of these lights and let's check out what the lightsaber blade color is like. All right, kind of cool. With the lights out, you can see the color of the blade a little bit better. In fact, let me kill this monitor, make it a little darker. There you go. Cool. All right. So now the moment of truth. Let's see what this lightsaber blade sounds and activates like. Here we go. Okay. That sounds okay. Not extremely loud, but it's got a decent sound to it. It sounds like a normal lightsaber. I don't really hear much of a difference in the overall tone. Color is green, so that's cool. Let's change the color and see how it changes. Maybe the sound changes with the color. All right, now we got yellow. No difference in change in audio. You get a little bit of, actually reacts pretty good to clashing. Motion sound is about what you'd expect from a Hasbro. It's not great, but it's not that bad. It's actually better than it was, I think, with the Palpatine saber, if I remember correctly. Let's see what the blue color sounds like. Maybe then we'll get a difference in audio, because I know there's a difference in audio. All right, here's the blue. Still no change in the audio sound of it. I feel like the audio is lacking. It's not very loud. And then the other thing that I'm not digging about it is it doesn't sound like Ahsoka's lightsaber. So I'm going to play a clip right here from the show. So if you heard the audio clip from there, it has kind of like an airy sound to Ahsoka's lightsaber. This one here sounds just like your regular mill-in-the-mill lightsaber. Nothing very special about it. So I think that the Galaxy's Edge, if I remember correctly, has that sound quality that I'm talking about. So, you know, we'll take a look at that and compare the two and see which one is better in that sense. All right, and then there's some other effects you can do. So you can do like, you got blaster bolts. And it looks like it's all over the place. It's kind of random. And then if you hold down the button, there you go. You get kind of like that melting effect, like if it's touching or scraping the ground or something like that. So that's pretty cool. All right. And that's it. That's the saber. That's how it looks. Let me give you guys a close-up of the design of it, and we'll take a look at this compared to the lightsaber from Galaxy's Edge in just a little bit. All right, so before we take a look at the competition, here is the Black Series lightsaber for Ahsoka Tano. Close-up details on it. As you can see, it resembles the look of the TV show, I think, pretty well. It looks a lot like the lightsaber that they showed in the episode from the Clone Wars that Anakin gave her. So I think they did a nice job with the design of it and the overall look. I'm gonna bring you guys in just a little bit closer so you can see some of the details. There you go. All right, so you can see it's got an aluminum finish to it. The switches look really nice. Although I don't like that this is recessed so much, it makes it kind of hard for me to push. So there's that. And then you have, this is the button to change colors, the orange one. That one's actually pretty accurate to the show. It's got a large look to it, so that's cool. This button up here doesn't really do anything. And then you have the emitter section, and you can see how that looks there. All right, so overall, really elegant and sleek design for this lightsaber. Okay, so here is the Galaxy's Edge lightsaber. This is the one that's going to be competing with it. This one here costs $200. It comes with this case like this. It's very difficult to find at the park. It's because it's constantly selling out. So if you had to buy it on secondhand, you're probably looking at about $350 for it now, since some of the hype has died down from the show. You get 2 lightsabers for $200. And then, you know, you have to add on the cost if you wanted to buy blades, unless you already have blades. But the blades run about $40 or so. So at the end of the day, you're going to be looking at about $300 for 2 lightsabers with the blades. Okay, so since the one from Black Series doesn't come with the smaller lightsaber, we're just going to have a look at the larger one that it comes with it and compare the two in the design. Okay, so here we have the Tano lightsaber from Galaxy's Edge. All right, as you can see right away, the switch on this one compared to the switch on the one from Black Series from Hasbro is a lot larger. Also, the hilt itself feels much more hefty. It feels a lot heavier than the previous than the Black Series one. This one here feels like a little more hefty. It also slightly looks larger than the Black Series one. So the Black Series one is a little bit smaller than this guy. All right, you can see there's a difference in the buttons that I was talking about earlier. The one over here from Black Series looks more accurate. You got a larger button here, which is what it looks like on the show, and then you got a larger button there, whereas this one is very small, and so is that one. Okay, there's your emitter area. This one has the blade holder, the blade cap. We're going to take that out for when it comes time to change the colors and see what the difference in sound is. All right, this one runs on 3 AAA batteries. This one runs on 3 AA batteries. So the Galaxy's Edge is 3 AAA, and the Black Series is 3 AA, like we saw before. The pommels look pretty much identical, except for the cutouts in the back to allow for sound. And the blade holder, the clip, is a little different on the 2 of them. This side looks kind of accurate, kind of the same. So that looks about the same, but here it looks a little bit different. Also, the Galaxy's Edge one comes with a whole bunch of extra stickers, you know, and warnings telling you about where to put the batteries on, whereas the switch on it, whereas the one from Black Series doesn't have that. The other thing too is that the Black Series has kind of an aluminum, a brushed aluminum look, where this one has more of like a clean aluminum look. So let's get really close on it, and I'll show you guys what I mean by that. All right. So here is the Black Series. So you can see that you got the lines in it, which kind of looks like a brushed aluminum type of finish to the blade. All right, but then the Galaxy's Edge one is much smoother in its look. Okay. This one here has that feature that if the blade is not in it and you press the button, it makes a sound. This one does not. Okay. Let's put the blades back in them and then we'll take a look at the coloring and then the sound and see what the differences are there. One added note that I wanted to mention when it comes to the blade, let me pull back out here so I could show you, is the saber features this this blade holder like this on the Black Series, okay, to lock it into place. This is cool. I like it. The downside to this though, you got to be very, very careful taking the slider out of the holder, because as you're pulling it out, it can scuff this this tube very, very easily. I already scuffed mine pretty good. So you can see, I don't know if you can catch that line there, but there's a line right here. Let me pull in real close so I can show you what I'm talking about. There we go. Okay. You see that line there? That came from pulling the cap off. It got caught. It gets caught real easily as you're sliding it back out, and it scuffs the acrylic on the blade really, really easily. So that's something I'm not really digging. But you know, it is what it is. All right, let's put the blades back in and we'll take a look at the colors. All right, so we got the two lightsabers all put together, got the blades in them and everything. So as a refresher, let's hear the sound again from the Black Series lightsaber. So here we go. It's got a nice startup. The hum is kind of low. You know, and you have some motion sounding. And you can see that it has a gradual start and you know, it has that gradual light up and gradual deignition or turn when you turn it off. I think that looks pretty nice. It's actually really, really good, you know, compared to other ones. So I think that actually looks very, very nice. So good job there. Sound is not identical to what the sound is like on the show though. All right, so now you heard that sound, all right? And then here is the Galaxy's Edge lightsaber. So this one has the switch right here. So you can already hear much louder. And you have that airy sound that the lightsaber is supposed to have from the show, all right? Motion is much louder, all right? It has some pretty reactive clashing effects to it, so that's pretty good. You don't got that option for the lightsaber bolt effect or the like the melting effect, like when he's stabbing or dragging the blade. So you don't have that option. You do have the option to change the color, but this one has a button here on the side that you hold, and it'll change color here in just a little bit. There you go, and it changes to a green. But then the audio changes with it. So you see that now it has that regular lightsaber sound. So that's cool. All right, and you can change back. And now it goes back to that other audio sound. So that's a really nice feature of this lightsaber. Okay, so you hear that? Now the ignition and the deignition on this one, you see it's not as clean as it is on the Hasbro one. The Black Series one has kind of a very gradual ignition and then a gradual deignition, so that looks, you know, better in my opinion, because this one has kind of like a brake. You can see braking back and forth. All right, so let's put them now here like this. So let's turn them on. So this one, you flip the switch up, so it makes it easier. This one here, you got to kind of press in, you know. All right, let's try to turn them on together. Okay, you can see the blues are just slightly different, but they're pretty close. Actually, on the one from Galaxy's Edge, I can see the brakes and the LEDs. This one here, super smooth until you get to the very top of the tip. But at the bottom, it's pretty smooth. You really can't tell the difference. It also has a little bit lighter blue hue than this one does. This one, the Galaxy's Edge, is just a little darker. This one here looks a little brighter. So that's different there. But the sound off the Galaxy's Edge, in my opinion, is where the winner. I think it's got a better speaker on it, in my opinion. All right, and that's the basic differences. All right, and that's basically the differences between your lightsabers here. You got on this side $200, $300 if you want to call it, with the blades itself. You get two lightsabers, color changing, highly accurate sound effects with this one, and you get two different colors, blue and green. So that's pretty neat. $300 roughly out the door at Disney's Galaxy's Edge, if you can find it. Otherwise, you know, you're going to pay $350 on eBay. On the other side, you have the Black Series lightsaber, which is more TV show accurate. It's a lighter lightsaber, slightly smaller, but I wouldn't say, you know, completely smaller. I mean, if you look at them side by side here, it's very difficult to tell the difference between the two of them. You know, so I wouldn't put that as a negative towards the Galaxy's Edge ones, but you know, they are a little bit chunkier. All right, you get again more TV show accurate lightsaber with this one. You get a crystal that you could display along with it, and you get a really cool looking stand to go along with it. So I think that's a really awesome feature of this lightsaber. For my money, I would probably go with the Galaxy's Edge lightsabers, just because there's not that much difference in size, but you get two lightsabers to go along with it, and I would like to display both lightsabers. So I think that's the way that I would, you know, recommend people to go if you're going to go with it. Now, if you're looking, again, for something more TV show accurate and you don't care about having two lightsabers on your display, this is the one for you. Because this one here looks very much like the one from the show. And again, it's a little bit smaller. So that's a neat feature of it. And I like the light up features and the effects that it has. That's cool. The crystal's really badass also. So I think that's a nice plus. But sound effects, this one's kind of lacking in my opinion. All right. But that's my thoughts on the two lightsabers. That's the way I would go. I would choose the Galaxy's Edge over the Black Series if you have the opportunity to get it. Let me know in the comments below what you think is the better lightsaber. Let me know about that in the comments below. Until next time, may the Force be with you.